The Madeiran archipelago forms part of mainland Portugal, which is situated in the eastern Atlantic Ocean. This archipelago consists of 2 large islands and 9 small ones, which include the 3 desertous islands, Chao, Deserta Grande and Bugio. The main mechanisms leading to the formation of Madeira is the opening and spreading of the Atlantic Ocean, which dates back to 200 million years ago. The formation of Madeira, with its associated landscapes, have been stemmed by 2 main forces, which are weathering and erosion. Dikes are vertical intrusions that cut through the bedding planes in the rocks. It is the high pressure of a volcanic eruption which manages to split the rock for the magma to move in between. Most dikes are more resistant to erosion than the surrounding rocks, therefore they tend to stand as ridges across an area. If the dikes more easily eroded, a trench is formed. While dikes are used as passageway for magma, sills are often referred to as a form of storage in between the rock layers. Even though dikes are vertical, they are sometimes found lying horizontally due to a tilt to the land. Onion skin weathering is a form of mechanical weathering, which can also be referred to as thermal expansion. This takes place in areas where the maximum and minimum temperature vary substantially. The rock heats up and expands during the day, then cools and contracts during the night. Rocks which develop under high pressure are stronger. However, when the overlying rock cools away and the underlying rock is exposed, there is substantial release of pressure. When this pressure is released, the rock weakens and results in cracks known as lines of weakness. As a result, the outer layer of the rock peels away in a process called sheeting, which is responsible for the formation of large rounded rocks called exploitation domes. The black beaches have formed after weathering and erosional processes on the volcanic rock, which is present throughout the island, transformed the larger rock into sand particles. The color black originates from different minerals found in basaltic lava and can either be in the form of sandy beaches or pebble beaches. An example of these black beaches include Praia Formosa. Even though the one we encountered was not easily accessible, it had quite an amount of weight scattered across its length, which shows the anthropogenic impact in the area. The Madeiran archipelago, which was discovered in the 15th century, 1419 to be exact, was sometimes referred to as the Purple Islands in the various literature. However, they soon got the name Madeira from the vast area of land covered in forests. The Loran forest dates back to the Tertiary period but started to disappear from Europe and the Mediterranean basin about 10,000 years ago. Even though it is believed that the extinction of the forests was due to climate changes and related issues, the main source was anthropogenic activities. In order to make space for dwellings and agricultural fields, the first settlers started to crop down trees from the laurel forest. This led to a decrease in the total area of woodlands. The majority of the population is Roman Catholic, and it is quite evident from the amount of churches and chapels scattered around in various locations. This piece of footage is showing the Cappella do Corpo Santo, which is an example of devotion of the local fishermen. The Levada walks are a series of water channels, which were built in the early stages of Madeira's civilization. They were essential in transporting water from high concentration of the north to the southern parts of Madeira, where water sources were scarce. It was mainly used for irrigational purposes, but also for washing and cooking. The Socorridos hydropower plant is an EU-funded project, which costed 17.3 million euros. It was essential in assuring an all-year supply of water throughout the island. The Socorridos project was crucial in harnessing hydro and wind resources and in bringing the benefits of this to the entire region. Other sources of renewable energy include solar panels and wind turbines, which are located at higher altitudes in Pol de Serra. The wind turbines were installed in 2003 and 2010 and can generate a power of 9,000 kilowatts in total. Unfortunately, this year in Portugal there was a series of wildfires that burned across mainland Portugal and the Madeiran archipelago during the month of August. This resulted in the evacuation of more than 1,000 people and also destroyed at least 37 homes in the city of Funchal. Moreover, a certain number of flights were disrupted due to high levels of smoke. Every year on the 1st of November in Madeira celebrates the incredible popular Chestnuts Festival. Usually, chestnuts attracts thousands of locals and tourists. All this organized in local traditions with national costumes and music. This video practically shows the process of a special bread making while we were attending the Chestnut Festival. The Ribeiro Fria Trout Farm is very different from an average fish farm. This fish farm is more like a park than a concrete enclosure. It consists of stone enclosures, fresh flowing lavada water, and viewing areas set against a beautiful park-like background. It is located in this beautiful town and serves as a tourist attraction. The grounds of this trout farm make it as much as lush garden as it does a trout farm. Trout are a freshwater fish, and this farm is fed and constantly refreshed by the natural lavada water. The water is cold and clear, and you can watch hundreds of trout race each other in enclosures where fish are separated by age and size. The short-beaked common dolphin is a species of dolphin. There are more short-beaked common dolphins than other dolphin species in the warm temperate portions of the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. It is also found in the Caribbean and Mediterranean seas. It passes from Madeiran waters during the month of November through May.